Hey guys, welcome back to Gunshots. This week I'm taking a look at the second in the series of guns that are already in my cabinet during the lockdowns. The Benelli M2. This is my go-to semi-auto. I've had this now for a couple of years, not getting a huge amount of use. It only tends to get taken out on ducks and pigeons and whatnot, and the occasional day out on the clays when I'm feeling fruity. I'll tell you about the technical bits first before I tell you why I like this gun. We have a 28-inch, 18.4 bored barrel with a 3-inch chamber. 8mm non-tapered top rib with a red front bead. We have, this is a Creo treated barrel and the whole gun is Parkerized in a nice black finish. The chokes you get 4 with the gun in quarter, half, three-quarter and full. Going back to the forend here, this really nicely slim forend with a sort of hemispherical bottom half with this nice finger choil in it is such a lovely shape with this moulded in checkering. It's just so slim, and it's one of the things about this gun, with it being an inertia gun, that just you get away with this nice slim forend. It fills the hand beautifully. It's just really, really handy. The action is, as I said, inertia with a rotating bolt lockup, lovely and strong. Coming back to the trigger, trigger's absolutely fine. It's like most semi-autos, a little bit on the creepy side, but it breaks relatively light and crisp for a semi-auto. The safety is just behind the trigger guard. If I'm honest, I actually prefer the Beretta placement because when you are sort of at ready, your finger sort of naturally sits there, whereas you have to sort of almost remember to knock it off when it's back here. And I have lost the odd bird because of going, but it's a small thing. This pistol grip has ever such a slight sort of bias to the right hand with a nice little bit of a palm swell to it. Nicely shaped, again with this nice positive moulded in checkering pattern. And then we come back to the stock, which is just a hollow plastic stock. The length of pull on this as standard is 14 and a quarter, which is too short for me. So I spoke to a chap called Steve who runs a company called BenelliStockspacer.com because there weren't any of the replacement Benelli pads in stock in the UK. And I got this, which is a 3/4 inch stock spacer. Now, if you're interested and you happen to have a Benelli M2 and your stock's a bit on the short side, and like me, you can't get hold of a replacement pad or a longer pad, speak to Steve. If you go to his site, BenelliStockspacer.com, and enter the code Lloyd on checkout, he will knock you 10% off the cost of a stock spacer. And basically you get a £5 off. So go take a look. So I've now got this at 15 inches and it's bang on. 3/4 inch spacer, takes it out to 15 inches. And it's my biggest complaint with most semi-autos is that they're too short. They're designed to be shot when you're wearing 15 layers of clothing or whatever, but to be honest, when it's that bloody cold, I don't go out. So, why do I like it? Well, it's just so simple. It's such an elegant package, this gun. If you take it to bits, if you take off this front nut, basically once you've wound that off, the barrel and the forend just come out as a unit, and that's it. There is no piston, no springs, no carriers, nothing. It is just forend, barrel. Clean the barrel, job done. If you want to go further, take the action to bits, basically drop the bolt forward under tension, remove the carrier handle, and then basically out comes the bolt, and there's a single pin to drift out if you want to take the trigger group out. Reassembly takes seconds. Basically drop the bolt back in, make sure the rat tail goes into the spring carrier, rack it, pop the barrel back on, front nut, job done, put it away. This is a real simple, beautiful, elegant piece of kit, and I think, just aesthetically, I think they're just one of the prettier guns in a semi-auto. For all it's just a black plastic gun, I just think they look really well. These guns tend to be used a lot by sort of professionals, guys that want kit that doesn't go wrong, want kit that they can just use day in, day out, gamekeepers, etc. And I've never heard a bad word said against them. It eats everything I've given it, from light clay loads through to sort of heavier game loads. And I've just never had any bother with it. It's great. Now I've got this stock spacer, and especially now it fits better. I don't have to shorten my shoulder to shoot it. I'm really looking forward to getting out again. Can't wait to give this another run out. At 1100 quid, it's a bit more expensive than some of the guns on the market, like the SX4 and the Maxus, etc. But I think it's worth that extra cash just because I just rate that action so highly. The recoil impulse is a little bit stiffer than a gas gun. It's nowhere near as forgiving as, for instance, the A400. But I've never had a problem with shotgun recoil. I don't shoot a semi because I'm frightened of it. I shoot a shotgun, a semi for the extra capacity when I'm on pigeons and ducks. And that's about it. I think the M2 is one of the best shotguns kicking about on the market today. With the possible exception of that A400 that I tested recently. I do really rate that thing. But I own this. I'm not going to change it for the A400. I'm very happy with it. Guys, you will find, by the way, that the second-hand values on these are pretty good. I tend to find these things get bought and then nobody gets rid of them. But if you can find a second-hand one, or if you are buying one and you're worried about second-hand values, they do seem to hold their value pretty well. So, the channel is, as ever, supported by Bywell Shooting Ground, Hull Cartridge, the confidence to win, and Mac Wet Gloves, all grip, no slip. Do, by all means, go take a look at my Facebook, Instagram, etc. You know the drill. Subscribe if you enjoy the channel. Give me a like, drop a comment, and I will see you next time, when I think it is about time, mainly because it's the only gun I've got left to do, to review the Pattison. So, take care, look after yourselves, stay safe, and I'll see you next time.